Keep the home fires burning, dear. I'm only going to be gone for a few minutes.
Oh, Sky, please stay and have a little cup of coffee with your wife.
Okay. But the sooner I get down to police headquarters and sign these statements, the better I'm going to like it.
Just don't make any more accusations against Miles Kavanaugh, all right?
No, I'm not going to. I mean, despite the fact that I'm certain that he is responsible for Gunther's death, I can't prove it. This affidavit I'm signing is about Gunther's whereabouts before he was killed.
Well, I would just like the whole incident to be put to rest along with Gunther as soon as possible.
Well, actually, that newspaper story should punish Kavanaugh pretty well. It'll keep his...
Life on Sanford and Son right here at 7.
I didn't know if this was a good time or a bad time, Jody. I mean, I know how you must be feeling about Gavin. I feel terrible, too.
Martine, I don't even know if he's dead or alive.
Jody.
He's been shot. Do you know that? For all I know, he could have just crawled off somewhere and died.
No, Jody, you don't believe that as much as I do. We don't believe such a thing is about people we love. Jody, I care about Gavin because I care about you. That's why I'm here.
Martine, don't ask me to talk about this, okay? I can't. I mean, I get sick enough thinking about what Gavin did.
Well, he did a service for society. And believe me, the world is much better now that there is no more gun from Wagner.
Murder wasn't the way to get rid of him, Martine. And what do you think is going to happen to Gavin now?
With any luck, they'll kiss him in both cheeks and give him a medal just the way they do in Europe.
No, I'll tell you what's going to happen. They'll find him, they'll arrest him, they'll put him in jail, and they'll take him away from me. Yes. Look, this is why I don't like to talk about it, because I get myself too upset and I start thinking about the future.
Jody, please, calm down. Well, look, I didn't come here to talk about it anyway, Jody. I came here to ask you something.
What?
Well, it's not the time for that, but how do you think about my returning to the Whitney Dance Company?
You're gonna work for Sky Whitney?
Yes, I know. I swore I would never work for that man again, I know, but I forgot something about myself. I didn't know how much I was going to miss dancing on stage.
Martine, what are you trying to say? That you're gonna take my... I mean, that you're gonna be Sky's principal dancer once again?
Yes. But first, I want to know what you think about it. If you can't think of anything else besides Gavin.
You okay? Gavin?
What is this place? Bobby, where am I?
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Mountain Grown Folgers, Mountain Grown coffee, the richest kind, and by new formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup.
When we set out to improve a great laundry detergent, we wanted to keep the powerful cleaners that work on ordinary dirts, that cut through food stains, that get out grease and oil, and add powerful cleaners that clean collar soil even better than before. So that's what we did, all in the concentrated 1/4 cup called New Formula Era. So effective, it cleans clean through. Watch Era clean through collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. We treat only the top with a teaspoon of Era, rub, run under warm water, and look. New Era cleans clean through. That's the kind of power you get in Era's little 1/4 cup. New Era, Power that cleans clean through.
Hey, Ed, what'd you use an automatic coffee maker?
Folgers flaked coffee.
Great.
What do you use in the automatic coffee maker?
Folgers flaked coffee.
Delicious.
Mrs. Olson, what did you use? Oh, Folgers flaked coffee.
Nothing's better in these coffee makers.
Where's that?
Folgers is mountain grown, the richest kind of coffee. It's a coffee recommended by Mr. Coffee, the best-selling coffee maker.
And it's flaked?
Flaked to release more rich flavor, so you use less. If you normally use 5 measures, you only need 4 of Folgers flaked coffee.
Delicious.
Mountain-grown Folgers. That's how good coffee makers make great coffee.
Everything's okay, Gavin. This isn't my apartment. But at least it's still my house.
Your house? How did we get here? Oh, my head, it feels like it weighs 500 pounds. Oh, how did we get here, Bobby?
Gavin, we couldn't stay at my apartment any longer. You said it yourself. The cops would have figured it out. You said your friend Calvin would have been back with a search warrant. You were too out of it to put up a fight.
There's no more fight left in me, Bobby. Why do you think I wanted to give up? You should have let him walk in that door.
No. What kind of answer is that? Gavin, he'd have dragged you off to jail, friend or no friend. I called Doc. He helped me bring you here.
The kindness of his heart?
It cost me most of the money I'd saved. But it's worth it. I mean, it's perfect. See, this house has been empty for years. It's not much. There's no gas or electricity, but...
Terrific. Perfect place for a relaxing holiday.
Oh, and jail would be a real picnic, wouldn't it, Gavin? Listen, there's a store down on the corner. I can get everything we need. Food, water.
What, until all the money's gone? What are we gonna do then, Bobby? No, it's not gonna work.
Who's gonna find us?
Oh, come on, Bobby. You don't think the police are gonna put it together? They're gonna go to your place, they're gonna see that we split together, then they're gonna put all the pieces together.
How can anyone put me with this house? My mother and I didn't even have the same name. She changed it. It was too plain for her. She wanted Sherry Van Allen. She got it off as Sherry.
Bobby, why can't you understand? I know I can still convince the cops that it didn't happen the way they think it did. That I didn't kill Gunther deliberately. That it happened the way I said it did.
Would you wake up? What if you can't convince them, Gavin? What happens then? Are you ready for that?
I don't know. I can't think about it, Bobby. I just gotta do it. Look, I know you only mean well. But you're just gonna get yourself in as much trouble as I'm in now.
Hey, you know, share and share alike.
Well, there's some things you just can't share. Oh.
Gavin, don't get up. You can't. Come on. Gavin, just trust me for a little while, okay? Look, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get us the stuff we need. We'll be like a couple of pioneers. Gavin, we're gonna make it. I promise.
Skylar, how can you do this? Why would you even want to get involved with that tart again? I mean, I know you two used to live together. I certainly haven't forgotten that.
Raven, will you please realize that there is nothing personal in this? Martine is a dancer. Martine is a very good dancer. She was originally going to be the star of the dance company. The only reason I went hunting for another was because she decided to leave.
I thought you told me you fired her.
Well, let's just say it was a mutual decision. And besides, there is another difference. I am a happily married man now, remember?
What if she thinks you're bored with me? You have been married a whole month.
Oh, now I get it. Now I know why you're angry. You think that I've forgotten our anniversary, haven't you? Well, just take a look at this. Well, open it.
Oh, Sky. The topaz that we were looking at in the window. That proves it.
Proves what?
It proves you're up to something. You bring me this present because you want me to be a good little girl and not give you grief about Martine. Well, it's not going to work. And not only that, you don't get this back.
Raven, it is the perfect solution. With Jody gone, I'd have to postpone the opening for months. I mean, people are beginning to think that the whole dance company's been canceled. With Martine as my principal dancer, I can open on schedule.
You're crazy. That's impossible.
No, it's not. Martine knows most of the dancers. There's just a few that we wrote for Jody, but we can work around that. She knows the dancers. She's worked with them before. She's continued to stay in shape. She's trim.
Oh, is that why she always looks like these?
Raven, she can do it for me. She can make it possible for me not to have to go to the reporters and say that I've got another postponement to make. I'm being practical, that's all.
Well, I'm being practical, too.
You know, this jealousy of yours is very flattering. It really turns me on, but if there was anybody who should be jealous around here, it should be me.
Why?
I had a meeting this afternoon with an admirer of yours.
Who?
Damien Tyler. Our local beefcake detective. You know, he's got a crush on him.
He does? Mm-hmm. Oh, tell me more. What was this meeting about? Skylar, I asked you a question.
Well, he wanted to know about Jeff Brown.
So you're saying I'll make more money if I use cheaper ingredients and fillers?
Yes, you will.
No, I won't. Young man, you might know bookkeeping, but you don't know a thing about Hillshire Farm smoked sausage. People buy my smoked sausage in Polska kielbasa because I make it with farm fresh cuts of pork and beef, hand-trimmed, lean and tender.
Dinner's ready.
Quality meat makes Hillshire Farm
delicious. I wouldn't change a thing.
Hillshire Farm, now with recipes right on the label.
Hey, do you believe in Welchkins? Well, if you don't believe in Welchkins, who do you think makes Welch's grape juice so delicious?
Who do you think picks these grapes, all ready to burst with flavor?
Why, Welch's has so much good natural flavor, they never add artificial flavors.
Or colors.
And who do you think puts in the vitamin C for you, I ask you, how could you taste this delicious Welch's grape juice and not believe in Welchkins?
So that's the reason he was dogging my steps. At first, I thought it was because he was interested in Collier Wells.
Oh, that's Martine's burglar husband?
Yeah. He tried to rob me when I was in Paris, and Tyler was there, and he took an interest in the case. For some reason, he also took an interest in me. He was asking me questions about Paris and about Collier Wells and about Martine.
But what did he want from you?
Raven, he knows that I was Jefferson Brown's best friend.
So do you think he suspects something?
No, he doesn't. But there's something about Jeff Brown that he thinks that I know, that he wants to find out.
And you don't know what it is?
No, I don't. But I do know one thing. He did not have the slightest inkling that he was not looking at Skylar Whitney.
Did you ever meet Damien Tyler in Washington?
No, I didn't recognize the name at all, but there was something vaguely familiar about his face.
I don't know. It worries me. Number one, because he's not stupid, and number two, I think he knows something.
Well, I don't know about the first part. But he does seem to know something. And I intend to find out what it is.
I haven't stopped practicing, Judy. Since I left the company, I practiced every day.
But where?
I found a little studio on the other side of town.
You know, I guess I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, dancing is a second nature to you.
I guess so. It's funny, as soon as I would leave Carlo Cron's photography studio, I would head for that other studio across town.
You know, of course, you know so many of the dances, don't you? Well, of course, except for the ones that Gavin created.
Yes, the one he created for you.
Well, I'm sure that you could learn them very quickly if you wanted to, and I know you could perform them much better than I could.
Judy, do you remember last time we met? You told me that you were concerned about having taken Gavin away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I have the same concern that you might think I am taking something that rightfully belongs to you, and I feel terrible.
No, you haven't. Martine, remember you told me that your feelings had changed towards Gavin? Well, I think my feelings have changed too, towards dancing.
No, I can't believe that you stopped loving it.
No, I do love it. I didn't say that. It's just that I don't seem to need it as much as I used to when I had nothing else in my life. Excuse me.
Yes, Oscar. He is. No, it's all right.
Martine, it's the police.
Oh, don't get upset. Maybe it's good news from Gavin.
Maybe it's bad.
Hello, Miss Travis. Mr. Val.
I hope you've brought some good news to my friend, Detective.
No, I haven't.
Well, what is there? Something else about Gavin?
No, nothing you don't already know. Actually, I was hoping I could ask you a few questions, Miss Travis.
Well, let me ask you a question, Detective Tyler. Were you the one who shot Gavin?
No, I wasn't. Look, we're doing everything we can to find Gavin.
Well, what about Bobby Gerard? Did you find her?
No. Apparently, they've run off somewhere. Together.
Pringles are made different with a brand new deliciously deep-fried flavor that makes them taste even better. And there's no preservatives, nothing artificial.
I've got the fever for the flavor of new Pringles.
It's the deep-fried taste. It's the crispy crunch.
Pass the Pringles, please. I need a bunch.
We've got the fever for the flavor of new Pringles.
New Pringles, one bite.
You'll catch the fever for the flavor of new Pringles.
Isn't it a pretty day? Amy's so happy since she started wearing Love's.
Love's is the most comfortable diaper.
Look, only Love's has a real hourglass shape to cradle her in comfort. And Love's has flexible gathers.
Love's flexible gathers snuggle up comfortably. Move with her every move.
Love's fits comfortably. Ordinary diapers sag, leave gaps. And no diaper is more absorbent than Love's.
She's such a comfortable baby.
That's because she wears Love's. Right, Sunshine?
Your baby's comfort begins with Love's.
Well, here they are. I'm almost afraid to show them to you.
I've seen your work before, Valerie.
Yeah, but you haven't seen these. These are experimental.
This is not what you were concerned about. You knew that these were good. You were afraid that they were too good. That you might make the boss feel uneasy.
Oh, now, Carlo, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Maybe not. But I think you have something to think about.
What?
The future. You know, Valerie, you are a fully qualified professional in your own right. If I should decide to leave this place, you could take it over without skipping a beat.
Oh, no, Carlo. I couldn't run a studio like this by myself. Even if I could afford it.
From what you told me about your father's trust fund, you could probably afford to buy the whole block, let alone the studio. That is, in case you didn't decide to spend the whole rest of your life on the Riviera.
Carlo, forget the Riviera. For one thing, it's going to be a very long time before I see any of that money. And that's if the government doesn't decide that they own it.
And no matter what happens, I'll work. Oh, Carlo, I love what I'm doing. Don't you?
Yes. I absolutely love what you're doing.
I mean you, Carlo. You enjoy your work, don't you? What is this talk about leaving?
Life is full of surprises, Valerie.
I've noticed that.
Yes, I'm sure you have. You never know what's going to happen from one day to the next, what name is going to appear on the front page of the news. By the way, have you heard anything from those articles? Anything from the bandaged war hero?
No, I haven't. I guess we were wrong about Jim. He's either not around or he doesn't want to resume any old friendships.
He doesn't know what he's missing. Ah, the most beautiful model in all of Monticello.
Ex-model, unfortunately. How are you, Martine?
Very well, thank you.
I bet I know where you've been. The dance studio.
No, I haven't. I went to see Jody Travis, but I had to leave as soon as a policeman arrived. Detective Damien Tyler makes me very nervous.
Look, Jody, are you sure you're telling me everything you can? I mean, doesn't it seem kind of crazy to you that Bobby Gerard would risk her neck for somebody she hardly even knows?
There wasn't any relationship. I'm sure of it. Bobby liked Gavin. I thought she liked me, too.
And you like Gavin. I mean, you two are very close. That's accurate, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We are very close.
Jody, I'm not trying to insinuate that something's going on behind your back. But Bobby Gerard is putting herself in great jeopardy to help a casual friend. I mean, she's helping a suspected murderer evade the law.
Look, I hardly think Gavin is evading the law. There must be some mistake, something we just don't know.
There's a lot we don't know, and it would really help us if we could find out where they've gone to.
Excuse me. Hello?
Jody?
Oh, hello.
I'm so glad it's you who answered the phone. I would have had to hang up if it was anyone else.
Well, how are you?
I'm all right. That's what I wanted to tell you. I'm okay. I guess they told you I got shot, but not too bad. I've had the leg looked at.
Oh, hey, that's great.
Now, Jody, I'm with Bobby. She's helping me. I didn't know what else to do. Right now, we're at her mother's house. I don't know where it is, though, because I can't find any street signs.
Huh.
Oh, wait a minute. There's someone in the room with you, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. Well, what are your plans now? I mean, it's been such a long time since we've seen one another. Why don't you stop over and we can talk things out?
Jody, who are you talking to?
It's a friend of mine, Detective. What, do I have to tell the police about my private phone calls, too?
That's Gavin Wiley, isn't it?
It is not.
Look, will you let me talk to him just for a minute? That was Gavin, wasn't it?
I said it wasn't. It's none of your business who I talked to on the phone.
It is my business. Look, I know it was Gavin Wiley. Jody, please, for his sake. If he calls again, will you please tell him to contact me?
The game.
The game is to stay in shape.
But you sure worked up a thirst. Oof.
Diet drink?
We've suffered enough.
We can't take that aftertaste. Not sugar-free Dr. Pepper. Great! Sugar-free Dr. Pepper. Tastes fattening, but it's not. It's not like drinks with aftertaste. What a great taste this one's got. Sugar-free Dr. Pepper. Tastes fattening, but it's not.
The cleaner, the remarkable Hoover Concept 1. Remarkable because it uses a unique quadriflex agitator, strong suction, and double brushing to clean better than any vacuum we've ever made. Concept 1. It's even self-propelled, makes vacuuming just about effortless. Concept 1. The best reason yet America trusts Hoover to take good care of its homes.
Fred finds out something about his past that could shake up his future. Tonight at 7 on Sanford & Son, and at 7:30, Archie gets nervous when Edith learns to fight back on All of the Family, all here on Channel 48.
phone call.
What are you talking about? Who did you call?
Jody.
What are you, crazy? What did you say?
I didn't say much of anything. There was a cop there with her, probably questioning her. She hung up before I told her I was on my way over there right now.
What do you mean? What's going on?
I only came back here to tell you what's going on, Bobby. I didn't want to walk out on you. You've done too much for me. Sorry you bought all these things. I'll pay you back for them someday, I will. You know, they tell me that they're paying all the prisoners for making those license plates now.
Please don't do this.
Now, look, I'm going straight to Jody's house. We're going to call the cops from there. I won't get you involved, I promise. Look, I promise I won't. I'll tell them I forced them to do everything that you did. I'll make a deal, I swear I will. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about myself.
I'm worried about you. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you for everything.
Gavin, wait. I'm not letting you go by yourself. What the hell? We'll get fingerprinted together.
What have you got to drink? You hear that all day long. You tell them Seneca. It's so convenient. It's the first frozen apple juice enriched with vitamin C. Refreshing, delicious, and naturally sweet. No sugar is added. Seneca is always perfect for a thirsty family. So the next time they say, Mom, I'm thirsty, you say Seneca. Seneca, the first frozen apple juice enriched with vitamin C. It's an apple a day, and then some.
Cheese bumps for everybody who smiles.
Those aren't Cheetos, Cheese Puffs.
So?
It takes more than just a crunch to make it Cheetos. That's not enough to make it Cheetos. It takes more than just a puff and all that other stuff. 'Cause it takes real cheese to make it Cheetos.
Only real cheddar cheese could make Cheetos brand cheese-flavored snacks so unmistakably delicious.
It takes more than just a puff and all that other stuff. 'Cause it takes real cheese to make it Cheetos.
Tonight, it's Saturday night with host Lily Tomlin. Join the original Not Ready for Primetime players when they come out to play at 11 p.m. Stay tuned now for The Love Boat, next here on Channel 48.
This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
Sneak attack? America's got an early warning system. And now Vertronics has perfected this space-age protection for your home. It's called the Bug. Its sonic design picks up an intruder sound, floods the house with light, and sets off an ear-piercing siren. The Bug. It's an affordable burglar detection system that detects and deters the intruder, and this is important, before he gets in. Call 800-331-1008 for a fact-filled brochure about the Bug by Vertronics.
Don't spend a lot of time running around looking for work. The answer to your problems is right under your nose. You've probably noticed there's a whole world of challenging career opportunities available to people with computer skills. There's hardly an industry today that doesn't use computers. With the right training, you could have a job that's interesting and rewarding. Whatever your previous training, call Computer Learning Center today at 222-7070. The job runaround stops at Computer Learning Center, where great careers get started.
Thinking of starting a small business in Camden County, New Jersey? There's free help for you at Community Assistance for Small Business. Cut through government red tape. Understand the regulations. Call Community Assistance for Small Business at 609-429-1887. Be here tonight at 9 with